The reason why there isn't very much persecution here in the USA is because there are very few people who stand for the namesake of Jesus. There are many people who stand up for Bible knowledge. There's many who stand with their church. There's many who stand and take a firm stand for their religion. But there isn't hardly a soul who stands for truth in the namesake of Jesus. If they did take a stand and started preaching for the namesake of Jesus, they would be persecuted. They would be persecuted even here in the USA. See, no person is exempt from persecution if they're following Jesus. Jesus told us that we would be hated by this world. If we truly chose to follow him, we would be persecuted. Jesus said, "You are not above the master." If the master of the house was called demon-possessed, how much more will the followers? If the master of the house was persecuted and hated, and then hung on a tree, how much more will the followers suffer persecution? Did you know the early disciples, when they suffered persecution, they counted it as joy? I read to you from Acts chapter 5. Starting in verse 41, it says, "So they departed from the presence of the council, rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer shame for his name. And daily in the temple and in every house they did not cease teaching and preaching Jesus as the Christ." See, the early disciples, they would go from town to town, city to city, preaching Jesus, and they were persecuted everywhere they went, but they didn't care because they knew they were siding with Jesus. They knew Jesus was persecuted and hated. And so if Jesus was persecuted and hated, they were being like Jesus if they were being persecuted. The reason why here in the U.S. hardly anyone is persecuted is there is hardly anyone who is standing with Jesus. There's hardly anyone who stands for the namesake of Jesus and his truth. So are you truly standing for Jesus? Are you truly standing up for his namesake? Are you preaching and teaching the gospel of truth? If you are, you will be persecuted. If you're not, this world will love you. They will accept you. You will have your nice little club, your nice little church. You'll be accepted. But you will not be a friend or associated with the master.